Shout out to everybody out there on White Street. You already know what it is. Salute to everybody.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to SteveBussaGS. We got another scorecard reaction for you guys, and you already know what it is. NIGHTWISH Wednesdays, baby. I got issued a challenge. Gabriel, I see you in my comments. Got issued a challenge to listen to a song performed by all three lead singers of NIGHTWISH. And I don't know if I'm doing a comparison or nothing like that. I don't want to do scorecards. I don't want to make this a huge, long video. But I do want to give my opinion on who I think, taste and preference-wise, I prefer to sing this song. So I think this is going to be cool. And also kind of give a direct correlation. You know what I mean? Like, before when listening, it was like, hey, I think this person would sound weird on this song when we were doing Scare Tell with Anette. I was like, I'm not sure how other, singers would sound with this. We don't have to guess anymore. So we're going to listen to all three of these. We're going to put them in one video. I'm going to commentate along the lines as we continue to do it, but I'm not going to do scorecards after each one. We're just going to decide which one I think is best, and that's what I want to hear from you guys. So do me a favor, run the gauntlet, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, little bell notification guy down in the comments below. Without arguing and stabbing each other, please just tell me, who do you prefer? What is your preference of taste of this song as far as the singer goes? Which honestly, I think we've done a good job. I think at this point, I'm so abrasive that the people who don't enjoy my content don't watch me anymore. So I'm not worried about the bickering and shit like that in the comments. I feel like at this point, everyone that comes here kind of knows what they're in for, and we're all Gucci, everything's good. Just in case, pause after this disclosure. Boop! Alright, read that in your own time if you're new here. For those that have been here, you already know what it is. Look at this. This is gonna be, we got a fresh boy. Let's go. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Alright. We're plugged in. We're ready to go. So I think we're gonna go in order. We're gonna go Tara, Annette, and then Floor. So first things first, before we get into anything, ma'am, that's a vibrator. That is a hibachi wand. Every woman 25 years old or up that is tired of men disappointing them own that same microphone. This is not what I would have chose as my screenshot, to be honest with you. Yeah, so before we get into anything, that was a little uncomfortable. But, you know, who hasn't danced around their room singing into a vibrator old 80s songs? This is, already can't monetize this one, so we're just going for the gooster now, baby. Alright, boom, let's go. I like this lead up. This lead up is high energy. You got the crowd involved and shit like this. I'm fucking with this so far. Ew. That transition was nasty. Let's go. So one thing I will say, we've now retrogressed as far as my understanding of lyrics goes back, because I know that the name of the song is Planet Hell, and of the words so far, I've kind of made out the word planet. This one also sounds very, very Repo the Genetic Opera. I know I've said that before because I have a very small frame of references, but I could definitely see this being in a music. This sounds like montage music to me. Like I could see like a montage of events in a movie unfolding while this song is playing in the background. That's like, this is dope. I'm not saying that in a negative way at all like that, but like it definitely puts me into like that cutscene thing. Also, for those of you who are not sensitive, let's have a little conversation. When Tara and Marco were all leaning in, you guys get a little energy there? Get a little sensation there? I wonder, down in the comments below, do you think Marco has been having his way with these lead singers? Because I don't know any of the internal drama or like Glee style relationships that may or may not be going on in the band. I know there are a lot of bands out there that have a lot of you know what I mean? So, what do you think? Do you think Marco's just been running through Nightwish singers? Because there seemed to be a little bit of a little tension, a little energy there. I'm not sure if I'm reading too much into that. What do you think?
Save yourself, I'm ready for the fairy land. Save yourself, I let them suffer. Keep on, this world is beautiful beyond. Save yourself, I'm ready for the fairy land. Save yourself, I let them suffer. With all mankind, we're saving the stereo's Welcome down to my planet.
Alright, understood that clear as day. That was dope. Okay, Thomas! Okay! Yo, Thomas is getting it the fuck in.
Save yourself, I'm ready for the fairy land. Save yourself, I let them suffer. Keep on, this world is beautiful beyond. Save yourself, I'm ready for the fairy land. Save yourself, I let them suffer. With all mankind, we're saving the stereo's lives.
Alright, so it wasn't bad. I liked it. It's not one of my favorite Nightwish songs, but I will say this. I think because of the actual name of the song and what's being like talked about in it and stuff like that, I think this would make a dope AMV music. So this is like, I'm talking to my anime community out there. Like I could definitely see, like, because it gave me that montage feeling as they were running through the track, like I could definitely see like fight scenes from anime being put to this music and being like spliced on beat while they're getting it in. I don't really know how much else I want to go into this just yet. I would much rather get a frame of comparison first for the purpose that we're doing. But yeah, I definitely didn't like it. It's definitely a song I can listen to 3 times and not get sick of it. So let's hop into the next one. So that was Tarja. Let's go into Annette. Also, I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, these links are for one's live, one's not, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear nothing like that. The links were provided to me. Attack Gabriel for that. I'm sure he'll be in the comments below. Yeah, so let's go. I did not find these links myself. will not be given points for the production value looking better as we go on, because that's just gonna that has nothing to do with the lead singer, nothing like that. As time goes on, equipment and production quality and shit like that is just gonna get better. So already, does it look better? Yeah, because it doesn't look like it was shot with a potato like the other one was, but it's also the technology is just different, so you don't get credit for that. We're gonna go strictly based off the acoustics, the sounds, and who I think voice and stylistically and shit like that sounds better. Thomas is, he's MVP. He's the MVP right now. I don't even care about these fucking lead singers anymore. Thomas, he's owning this shit. He was killing it on the keyboard in the first one. He's got his eyebrows on beat in the second one already. Like, let's go. Bro, they have so much personality. I love the interactions between themselves and shit like that. And when they're not, like, there's something to be said for, like, the hardcore rock image and stuff like that, and the badassery and everything. But for me, as far as what makes you, like, endeared to a band or something like that, the ability to play around and have fun when you see them like playing pranks on each other and shit like that on stage, that makes me fall in love with the band more than like the image of the band goes and stuff like that. Like I'm having a lot of fun in this video already. I got a hot take on this. Alright? It sounds a lot different. It doesn't even sound like the same song. I can understand what Anette is saying much more clearly, but I don't know that that's what they're going for, right? I don't have a dog in the race when it comes to like who's the best Nightwish singer, because I don't know how to judge, you know what I'm saying, like what makes the best Nightwish singer. But I will say that I have not heard anybody make the argument that having these different lead singers and the way that they sound, she's going to appeal to an entirely different audience than Tara was, with the style and the diction, like, and just the overall sound that she has. Like, it's a lot more, I refer to it as mousy sounding. I never see anyone give any credit for that. For Nightwish, the band, having these different singers, like, the sounds being so different. Like, alright, I get, like, hey, you should want to sound like the song was intended to sound on the original. I get that, and if you're upset it doesn't sound exactly like the original, I totally understand that argument. What I'm saying is, there is value in it sounding different, because that will appeal to a different audience that the original sound of the song may not have. Because for me, as somebody who was, like, lyric-based and stuff like that, I appreciate them being able to understand things as opposed to the the chick sound like she's singing opera makes it difficult for me to understand the words, at least on one listen through, which is what my channel is all about. I don't know, just food for thought. And that got some kicks. Okay, I see you, girl. That didn't sound good. That portion right there sounded not good to me. I don't know. I definitely give the nod to Tara's version during this section. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Anette harmonizes well with Marco. I think I can appreciate her uniqueness of her voice originally, but I definitely think Tara harmonizes better. She sounds like she makes it sound like a commercial song. Like, excuse me. I can almost hear this getting played on the radio. I can almost hear this sounding more like, I don't want to say pop, because I feel like when you say pop in the metal community, it has a negative connotation, and I'm not saying this as a slight or anything like that. But she definitely seems a little Mickey Mouse Club to me, as opposed to like, that would, and then like with the song being called Planet Hell, I do think the deeper vocals fit the tone of what the goal of the song is. I'm definitely stepping way outside of my comfort zone with this kind of like breakdown, but like that's my 2 cents. I'm getting a little ballsy. I've listened to a few more songs. I got a couple bands under my belt now. I feel like I'm able to start piecing things together. What are your thoughts on that? Let's go.
Welcome down to my planet.
Just lick 'em. Troy is bae, but Juga is very, very close behind. He fits every mood. I've never seen him on screen and not been smiling about it. Alright, so what are our takeaways from this so far? So, I think there are 2 different trains of thought here. I think Anette is going to be better for Nightwish in terms of commercial value. I think with her version of this, you have a chance of reaching a more international audience, like by actually having like a hit record. Whereas I think Tara's version is definitely going to cater more towards the already diehard fans who are already familiar with the sound. Like I think Anette is more like for those who aren't familiar with the opera sound or that Nightwish had, I think Anette reaches a broader audience. I think Tara pleases the current audience better. Does that make sense? There's definitely the harmony issues with this song in particular. I think Anette shines more where her voice gets to stand out, whereas it doesn't sound as good with Marco's, whereas Tara sounds better harmonizing with Marco. And Thomas is bae because of his eyebrow dancing. And the entire second half of that video, he looked like he was about to bust a nut at literally any given moment. Which I can appreciate that as a man who's just willing to go out there and be sensual with his music. I'm done. Alright. Last one. Let's go. Floor, you're up. Hey. Also, Annette not having the claps in the beginning takes away from the build-up for me. Both Tara and Floor now have the clap build-up. I don't know. I like it. I like the clap build-up. We're getting this is a little bit of history. We get to see Floor's very first show. Okay. I feel like I'm being broken in to the Nightwish community a little bit more now. This is a big moment.
Guys and ladies, since it's so nicely warm and we're already feeling sweaty, I got an idea. We could take a trip together. Drink what you like, yeah. We're gonna take a trip to hell. Come on!
She's nice. I try not to get involved in the arguments, man. She sounded good. She sounded really good on this. I fucking eyes teared up a little bit. Let's go.
Welcome to reality. Propaganda and slaughter. Welcome to paradise soldier. Save yourself out there for the feeling. Save yourself out there and suffer.
Nah, that wasn't it. That sounded just as bad as fucking Annette's did. That did not harmonize well. So, this is interesting now. I'm gonna have to really figure out this because Tara definitely blew the other two away in terms of harmonizing with Marco on that part. Floor's first segment or verse or whatever you want to put was by far the best. Yeah, this is interesting. This is interesting.
Save yourself out there for the feeling. Save yourself out there and suffer. Welcome down to my
This is this is not going to be easy. All right. Wow. All right. Let's break it down. Let's break it down. Talk to me, people. Baseline voice, Floor is by far the best. As far as when they are singing and I can understand what they are saying, Floor has the most pleasing voice. When it comes to the higher pitches and sounding good in the song, I think Tara by far sounds like it fits in this song. I'm going to use words that I don't know that I know what this means. Floor sounded sharp on the high pitches, and it almost like hurt my ear. Like it almost like took me out of the vibe that I was in. Like it didn't sound good at all. But then like once she dropped below like that octave, I don't know if that's the word to use. Once she drops like below that octave, she was by far the best sounding. Man, I don't know. There was no part of Tara's performance that I didn't think she fit the bill. You know what I'm saying? Like it definitely led a good baseline. Anette, I could definitely see if you are just being introduced to the genre and you need something to like. Anette is the obvious pick from a management standpoint. If you're the manager and you're like, yo, I need a radio hit, I need something that's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, like more broad spectrum, then you're going with Anette. For me personally, man, on these versions that I've seen, here's my answer. I'm gonna pick Tara as the best performer of Planet Hell that I've seen from these three performances. However, it's gonna go Tara, Floor, and Anette for me. But I could see the argument. You know what I'm saying? If Anette was your favorite or Floor was your favorite, I think if Floor, and this is also like Floor's first show, so if they adjusted that and maybe she doesn't hit it the same way, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe it would sound different if she put a little bit more depth, a little bit more deepness when she's hitting those high pitches. I don't know, but yeah, that's my final answer. It's gonna go Tara, Floor, Anette. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Drop down in the comments below. Have a polite conversation with me about it. As always, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I will catch y'all on the next one.